EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the London Bulldogs. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway here in London. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. And they'll begin by running the option. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Burrow. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Off play action. Caldwell. He's got a man. Complete. 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Jacob Harris, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bulldogs are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team has scored 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. They're trying to resurrect his confidence offense. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said,
and it's caught. Touchdown. Dalton Schultz, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bulldogs have moved out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Throwing to start the drive. Caldwell. Wide open receiver, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On first and 10, Caldwell. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bulldogs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out, on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, tried to help him shake it off, because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
11 coming.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Go. 11.
Now Burrow. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Flushed out right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Here we go.
2nd and 8 coming up. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going deep for Brown. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Burrow picked off by a guy he won a title with at LSU, Darren Stingley. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
To throw from his end zone, Caldwell. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance, because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
To throw from his end zone, Caldwell. And complete to Drake London. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Off the play fake, Caldwell. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Back to throw, Caldwell. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bulldogs take a 3-touchdown lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Burrow looking to pass. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now it's Burrow. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. A great effort there. 40 yards. And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Off play action. Caldwell. This pass is caught by London. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That's good for 28 yards.
Complete to Drake London. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Looking to throw. Caldwell. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Back to the ground with Pierce. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Dameon Pierce with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From just shy of midfield, Burrow going down the middle, and it's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Here we go.
2nd down at 4.
11.
Now it's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Burrow going to keep it on the sneak, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Eccles. And the Raiders will take over here just shy of the 30. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they've had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on deep.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jalen Petrie picks it off, and he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath for those guys on the defensive side of the ball. They've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. They'll credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
On third down, Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the Raiders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And now here's another interception.
Kyle Hamilton picks it, and he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half.
Well, this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now a play fake here on first down. He gets it complete to Harris. And some room to run now. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 70 yards.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Here's Pierce. Is in for a touchdown. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done? But they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. It wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Here's Burrow. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Play action. It's Burrow. Looking deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
45 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Here's Jacobs from the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Touchdown Raiders! A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Raiders get a bit closer.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
42, Raiders 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
the play fake. Caldwell. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them hovering up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Pierce will try to pick it up.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
65 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Kyle Hamilton running up from his safety spot and earning the sack.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Looking to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 12.
They'll send Brown in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
42. Raiders 31.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I would be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Caldwell. And caught by London. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Channing Tindall. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
All I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
A good start there on 1st down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Number 28.
Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Got a man on the right sideline. It's Jacobs. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
11, 11, 11, 11.
Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
Forced out to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a two-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Well, that's true. You've said that before.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
Here's Pierce on the counter.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Off-play action. Caldwell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And the Raiders have got him. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Caldwell. And his throw here's incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 19. Looking to throw. Caldwell. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Oh, nice move. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line, the football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And some space here. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. Now comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
And, Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive, and the bottom line is protect the football. Just put together something that they can let the last drive go. Yeah, it was a bad play. They gave up points, but that doesn't mean it has to go that way the rest of this ball game. Do what you do best on offense and try and put the ball in the end zone yourself.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
To throw, Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great effort there. With his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Raiders have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Raiders 44.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock. So Pierce has it knocked loose, and the Raiders pick it up. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. On 1, right? On 2nd down, Jacobs. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing, Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
A final shot now for Burrow. And this is going to be caught. It's caught. And they've won the football game.
Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed